This is the scientific background that is required for the abiotic coral reef biodiversity Gizmo. A coral reef is a diverse marine ecosystem based on the presence of large stony coral colonies. Corals are marine invertebrates, which means they don't have spines or bones, and they are in the phylum Cnidaria. They are also distant relatives to sea anemones and jellyfish. Each polyp in the colony is an individual animal. Polyps of stony corals excrete, which means they give off a hard exoskeleton of calcium carbonate. So the coral is kind of like the skeleton on the outside of them. Over time, the exoskeletons build up and form the structure of the coral reef. In most stony corals, polyps contain zooxanthellae. I'm going to say that again. Zooxanthellae. This is an algae that form mutualistic relationships with a host coral. Remember, mutualistic means that both species in the relationship have a benefit from that relationship. Zooxanthellae provide both food and oxygen for the host coral in return for a protected habitat and certain nutrients. Because they derive most of their energy from photosynthetic organisms, most coral thrive in clear, shallow waters in tropical regions of the world. Corals are sensitive to environmental changes and can be harmed in many ways. If water is too cold, most corals will not be able to grow and form reefs. If water is too hot, the corals may expel their zooxanthellae, causing the corals to turn white or bleach. Bleached corals are severely weakened, and they usually die. First reported in 1980, major bleaching events occurred in the Caribbean in 1983, 1998, 2002, 2005, and 2010. Global climate change may be linked to many stresses on coral reefs worldwide. Many of the hottest years on record have occurred within the past 15 years, and warm water anomalies linked to bleaching events are more frequent than ever. So it's saying that the coral bleaching is directly related to the hotter weather that has been the hottest on record for the past 15 years. In addition, global climate change may cause increased storm severity and ocean acidification. As the concentration of carbon dioxide increases in the Earth's atmosphere, the concentration of carbon dioxide in the oceans increases as well, causing a drop in pH, which is acidity, and a reduction in the carbonate ions. This increases the energy needed for marine invertebrates to grow calcium carbonate structures and slows the growth of corals. Since the Industrial Revolution, ocean pH has gone down by about 0.1 on the pH scale. Another major threat to coral reefs is coastal development. Coral requires clean, clear water to grow. Activities such as logging, agriculture, and construction can wash excess sediments into the coastal waters, choking the local reefs. Fertilizers and raw sewage can wash additional nutrients, mainly nitrogen and phosphorus, into reef water, promoting the growth of algae and phytoplankton. Species such as parrotfish and long-spined sea urchins graze on the algae and can keep algae in check. Unfortunately, a mysterious disease caused a mass die-off of long-spined sea urchins in 1983, and the species has been slow to recover. In the meantime, overfishing has reduced the parrotfish populations as well, leaving reefs even more vulnerable to algal overgrowth.